Whoa, okay, easy, Samantha. Oh, bye-byes. Okay. Whoa, wait, how are people unmuting? Oh, bye-byes. All right, cool. Now let me see. It's been 20 years since I've had a training, so there it is. All right. How do I make this bigger? Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, you guys. This is the science of money. So let's go ahead and let's rock it. I need this off. Can we take this? Just let anyone join. I can deal with the haters. If we get any haters coming on here, I'm good. Like I'm okay.
I can't take it off. My bad.
Yeah, you can take that off. I don't.
No, I can't take it off. I'm sorry.
You can't take it off.
Nope, my bad.
Great. Awesome. Admit. I mean, damn. Okay. Anyways, okay, let's cool. So let's rock it, you guys. I want to talk about financial literacy. I want to talk about things that we really need to do correctly, to be thinking correctly when it comes to this company, when it comes to entrepreneurship and all that other stuff, right? And I know you can go ahead and read ahead of me, but I want you to make sure you're listening to what I'm saying more so than what's on here, because this is also mainly for me. That way I can go step by step with you, right? So first thing is I want you guys to understand what debt is, okay? Debt is essentially interest going the wrong way. It's going the incorrect way. I know that might sound like it's common sense, but it's really not, okay? Because sometimes we know something, but we're not aware of something, okay? And that's two different things. So sometimes we know something, but we're not aware of something. So we know that that debt is, interest going the wrong way, but we're not aware of it, or aware of how it works, or aware of why it's doing that and all this other stuff. But I want you to be aware of debt being interest going the wrong way. Now, what I want to talk to you about is what passive income is. Now, passive income is income you don't have to participate to generate, or you don't have to work a lot to generate that income, right? That's a passive income. Now, essentially, there's typically two ways. I hate this admit thing. I can't stand that thing, by the way. I'm so sorry. It's just freaking F word, freaking just beep, 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 just popping up. It's killing me. All right. Sorry. Let's get it. Passive income, right? Income you don't have to participate to generate. Now, there's two ways to essentially generate a passive income. Essentially, it's going to be done through sales, and it's going to be done through, or it can be done through interest, right? Meaning you can put money into an account, and by you not being there, with or without you, your account is essentially gaining interest on it. That's giving you a passive income via interest. Now, the other one would be sales. Okay, this is included with rent. That's still a sale, anything like that. But sales are being generated when you are not there. You own a company, and sales are being generated. That's going to be a passive income via sales. These are typically about two ways for this to happen. There may be more, but those are the two I'm really kind of focused on. All right. But for the most part, that's going to be it. All right. Now, there's a difference between direct sales and multi-level marketing. Okay. There's a difference between direct sales and multi-level marketing. I'm teaching you this on purpose because I want to bring awareness to what passive income is, right? Because I know that you know what your residual income is. I know you say it on the slideshow. I know you do it during presentations. I'm aware of that, right? But I want to bring you more awareness level to this, because if you truly were aware of this, right, you would be able to generate income a lot faster. You'd be able to start having different streams of income coming in a lot faster, okay? So this is why I want to be talking about that also. So again, there's a difference between direct sales and multi-level marketing. So direct sales is essentially a single transaction that's being made. It's a single sale. If you don't have a sale, you're not getting paid. This is like a car salesman, etc., right? So they might make one sale, but then after that, they're no longer generating an income, okay? So essentially, you're getting paid off your performance, and if you're not performing, you're not getting paid, okay? Multi-level marketing. You can build yourself a sales team, all right? And essentially what you're doing is you're having multiple transactions instead of a single transaction, and typically it's subscription based, right? Typically it's subscription based, but not always. Sometimes you have a sales team, and your sales team is doing direct sales, but you own the sales team, you're getting a percentage of the sales, and you're able to generate yourself the passive income, right? So there's that. Now, what I want to talk about is the difference between just trading and trading to invest. And when I say just trading, I don't mean that in a negative way. Okay. By the way, I'm going to be getting into this later, but I'm not getting into this negative thing about trading and building. I think it's a dumb conversation. And anybody that knows me knows that there's not an argument with me in this, right? I think you should be doing both. So it's just a funny conversation we're going to be getting into a little bit later. All right. Now, there's a difference between just trading and trading to invest. Just trading, what's that mean? Solely day trading. You're doing a one-time trade for a one-time profit. If you don't trade, you do not get paid. You are only getting paid on performance, okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. That's amazing. Essentially, you're able to learn a skill set, you're day trading, etc. But the problem is, the only problem with this part is that if you are not trading, you are not getting paid, okay? Now you're able to make a passive income via trading, which you have to learn how to trade in order to make a passive income trading, because you still got to know what to invest in, how the markets are moving. And the way I know how to invest is because I learned how to day trade, okay? So the reason why I know how to invest is because I learned how to day trade, and day trading taught me how to invest, all right? So here's my thing, trading to invest. And I'm talking about the markets right now, right? This is trading for interest, right? You're trading to gain interest. You're trading to gain this passive income. You can make profit even when you are not trading. This is passive, okay? So you can make a profit even when you're not trading. Right now, I'm making money off of Ethereum, off of Bitcoin, off of a whole bunch of things. I'm making money as we speak, okay? NFTs, blah, blah. Right this second, I'm getting paid. I'm not trading right now, but I'm getting paid because I traded, all right? So my thing is a lot of people do this thing where they're like, cash isn't trade, this person's not trading, blah, 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 blah. I know how to trade. That's why I'm making money right now from the trades that I've done in the past, okay? And I'd be trading all the time. But my thing is you've got to be able to do both. You want to be able to have this money working for you, and then at the same time be able to sit down and day trade, etc. You should be able to do both, okay? And that's why this company is so amazing. Next one. All right, I want you to know what a disposable income is. A disposable income, it means you have a leftover income for you to do whatever you want, right? You have leftover income for you to do whatever you want. If you lose money from this income, it will not hurt you. This income, this is income you don't put into your trade. This is income. This is income you put into your trading and investing, right? This is a disposable income. All right, now diversifying your income. Diversifying your income or diversifying your investments. This is making sure you are not reliant on one trade, one currency, one investment, or one stream of income, which I'm going to talk to you about in a second. And again, I'm just kind of going through this, and then I'm going to kind of go back up to the top with all of this, and I'm going to bring it full circle, right? Wealthy people use disposable incomes to create wealth. I want you, that should be noted, etc. Wealthy people use disposable incomes to create wealth, all right? Now, should you build or build to trade or trade to build? You should do both, okay? The stigma in the company about there's a stigma, this should say there's a stigma in the company about builders, okay? Ego with trading and building. Wealthy people don't talk bad about other wealthy people and are making, wealthy people don't talk bad about how other wealthy people are making their money. Educators don't bash builders, and builders don't bash educators, okay? So bashing only happens at lower levels. This is an ego level, okay? Be an entrepreneur, all right? Now I'm gonna go back to the top here really quick on everything that we're talking about, and then I'm gonna go back down there again, okay? This isn't the end of anything, whatever. I'm just giving you guys where I'm at because I wanna bring awareness to all this first. So debt. All right, debt, passive income, all this other stuff. What am I getting at? What am I talking about? We got trading, just trading, blah, blah, blah. What I'm talking about is your financial literacy, or essentially the science of wealth, because it's a stupid question to ask, right? Is this guy a builder? Is this guy a trader? Is this person doing this? Is she doing that? Is she a trader? Is she a builder? All this other stuff. Here's my thing. The reason why it is that the educators don't bash the builders, etc., right, is because we are wealthy. Now, wealthy people, right, are essentially entrepreneurs. We are entrepreneurs. I don't care about, am I just a trader? Am I just a builder? No, I'm an entrepreneur, all right? And I want to know the science of money. See, the bad stigma that I'm talking about when I said that there's a bad stigma about builders, okay, is this. There's this thing in the company where we essentially talk bad about people that are doing network marketing, and we want people to know us as a trader, and we sit there and we hide ourselves from being a network marketer, because inside this company, what a lot of us do is we bash people for not knowing how to trade, but they build. All right. And my thing is, you know what? You are correct. They should be doing both. But at the same time, you shouldn't be bashing them, nor should you sit there and be someone that's going to be bashing someone, nor should you be someone that's fearful to say, I'm going to build this company to the heavens, right? I'm going to build this company to the heavens. And you know what? I'm not the best trader in the world, but I'm going to become a great trader one day. And you want to know what? Maybe that's not my focus right now. Maybe I want to build first, blah, 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 blah. Here's my thing. No, right? We've got to get rid of the stigma about builders. We've got to get rid of it, because at the end of the day, it just does not matter. It doesn't matter. It's just the dumbest thing to me. You guys, do you think that when I talk to other wealthy people, when we go sit down, Drake and Jacob Gabbard were just sitting down with the guy that makes like $100 million. He's worth like 100 million, over 100 mil, right? They just had dinner with him. The guy knows that we do network marketing. Here's my thing. Do you think that guy is just, oh my gosh, you guys, these are so cute. Like, you guys are doing network marketing, and that's just man, I can't believe that. Let's laugh at you. No, wealthy people don't get, an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur. All entrepreneurs are learning from each other. So I'm just not really sure at why it is on the lower level, why people are bashing traders and all this other stuff. I'm best friends. Bashing builders. I'm best friends with the traders inside this company. I'm best friends with them. I talk to them all the time. At no point ever do I hear them talking bad about building. So I got to ask, why are we doing this? Why is it that we're doing this? And why is it that we're fearful to say, I want to build? Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, you guys, this is just financial. It's correct to get yourself a disposable income, because without a disposable income, you cannot build wealth. Without a disposable income, you cannot build wealth. Because what you need is a disposable income for you to say, if I lose this money, it will not matter. It's not a matter, Mike Miles was saying this, it's not a matter of if you should trade or build to trade. It's just a matter of financial literacy. And when it comes to financial literacy, we know that in order for you, it takes money to make money. And we know, especially with trading, it takes money to make money. So if it takes money to make money and you don't have money to put inside your trading account, how are you going to compound your wealth? You can learn how to trade all day, but if you don't have any money coming in, it is not going to matter. So my thing is that you've got to learn to start building yourself a lot of disposable income. Now, here's my thing. What you can have as well is you can have a job, and there's nothing wrong with having a job, but you've got to have something that's generating you an income. Now, you can still have a disposable income from a job. How is that? Because the disposable income means I don't necessarily need this money to live. That's what a disposable income is. Now, what network marketing has allowed me to do is it has allowed me to have a very, 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 very significantly large disposable income. My disposable income per month is what people make in a year. I want you to understand that, right? So per month, I can dispose of, I'm talking about I can live without. I'd still take my cut from the company and I can live without tons and tons of money and I can put this into trading accounts, etc., which by the way, that's what I do. Now, my thing is you've got to stop having an ego with trading and building. You've got to stop putting the stigma inside building and trading. This is not me talking to you as a builder, nor is this me talking to you as a trader. This is me talking to you as an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur. And my thing is that if you look at this, do you think that I care when I'm getting paid, when I'm making all this money, rather it be trading, rather it be from network marketing? Do you think when this money comes in that I'm sitting there thinking, man, I wonder if people really care about how I'm making my money? Like, you know what? People are bashing me saying I'm not trading, even though that I really am. But you know what? Like, it just really gets to me that I just made $100,000 this month, but it's just really bothering me that no one believes in me about the trading part. Do you think I care? Think about that really quick. Do you think that I care? So why do you care? You're putting an ego behind the trading thing. You came in here for wealth, not to be a trader or not to be a builder. You came in here for true wealth. You came in here to change your why, to do something for your why. See, a lot of us, we're eating shit right now, because we have an ego towards the way we're going to make our money. We have an ego. Instead of doing it the correct way, we want to do it the way that sounds the best. Instead of doing it the correct way, we want to do it the way that sounds the best. See, when I first came in, we had to do this together. See, all these educators that all of us are learning from, and all the chairmen that all of us are learning from, okay? And I say us because I still learn from them. I came up with all of these individuals. And these individuals that we're all learning from till this day, you guys have to understand that when we first came in, we had to get it however we could get it. We were wanting to learn how to trade. We were wanting to learn how to build. But nowadays, when the company got bigger, everybody started doing this thing where it's like, that's not a trader. That's not a builder. Well, this person doesn't know how to do that. And what ended up happening is it created this pothole or this black hole that has been sucking people in to not making money because they have an ego towards how they're making their money. And so you've got people trading demo accounts for 15 hours a day, not making any money so that they could say that they're a trader. And then you've got people that are building, quote unquote, all day, but they're not really being efficient. So I want to ask you, are you having an ego towards the word trading and building? Are you so emotionally connected to the word trader? Are you so emotionally connected to the word building? Are you so I want to do this and that you're just not making any money because of that? I've got to ask you. And my thing is drop your ego for a second. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. But here's the thing. You're going to continue to not agree with me. You're going to be where you're at for a very long time because you hear the educators say the same thing. Matthew Thayer said the same thing when he walked up on stage. Same with all the other traders that walked up on stage. All the traders are also some of the best builders. So you guys, are you thinking correctly or not? I just want to make sure, okay? It doesn't matter how you make your money as long as it's legit, obviously, and as long as it flows correctly with the science of money, okay? Now, let's talk about why trade. Trading is a skill set that can give you the freedom of earning income, right? Income anywhere around the world. That's why you should trade. That's a powerful skill set. No one can take that away from you. That's a powerful skill set. Till this day, I want you guys to think about this, right? Chris Terry has the most powerful residual incomes coming in from all over. But Chris Terry still trades. Why? Because when you learn how to trade, you can take that disposable income and you can exponentially grow that income that's coming in per trade. So now instead of you saying, you know what, I have no income coming in, right? I have no income coming in. Let me hope I can flip this $10 into $1,000, $1,000 into 2,000. We're saying, you know what? We got X amount of amount of money coming in, tons of money coming in, disposable income. Let me take this huge wad. Let me trade as if it's demo because we're making demo money, right? I mean, just like how that sounds. And let me take this money. Let's trade it like it's demo. I have no emotional connection to it, and let me compound this account like it's demo money to the point that it looks like a demo account. That's what I'm saying. I want your income coming into your trading account so big that your trading account looks as if it's demo. Do you understand? If I were to be able to post my accounts online, people would think I'm lying. I want you guys to understand that. I'm not allowed to show my account, but if I was allowed to, people would think that it's demo. All right. I want you guys to be thinking like that. And this is a skill set again that can give you freedom of earning income anywhere around the world. And it also teaches you financial literacy. There's also no cap or income cap on trading. I love this. There's no income cap. That means when you start turning into a savage, I'm talking about Starboy, AKA Justin Sanya, I'm talking about the Luke Longmires, right? When you start talking about these individuals are getting paid residuals, but at the same time, they're able to flip their money a lot more efficiently than so many other people. I'm talking about people like Mike Navarrete, right? Mike Navarrete, he's at Chairman 10, but at the same time, his account with trading is enormous. These individuals make so much money, but they would not be able to do it if they did not have a place to start. Okay, so there's no income cap. I've seen these guys' account and it's insane. Okay, now let's talk about the cons of trading. Okay, you can lose all of your money if you're not knowledgeable or disciplined. And hey, guess what? That's going to be 99% of people. So you can lose your money if you're not knowledgeable or if you're not disciplined. And again, that's why you need the disposable income part. But the other thing is it takes money to make money. And if you run out of money, you cannot trade. So if you run out of money, you cannot trade. Okay. Money is the fuel. Write that down. Money is like gasoline. Money is just fuel, right? Your trading account is the car. You need to put gasoline into the car for it to go. A lot of you guys have heard this before, but it also goes in one ear and out the other. All right. I'm just being real with you guys. I want to tell you guys this on the trading part too. I am right now in a place where I am making tons of money from all of these things from inside the company. I learned them from inside the company. The income is not coming from inside the company. I learned things from Mike, from Tim, from I can't think of his name, 7 Sources, Jordan Morgan, right? I've learned things from all of these traders inside this company. They taught me because we're an entrepreneur company. We're not a trading company. We are an entrepreneur company. And right now in my career, it's crazy because I'm having so much fun with the disposable income that I'm having. And I'm learning, I'm listening to people like Mike and Tim and Jordan Morgan. I'm listening to them tell me where to put my income. And I'm watching these streams just turn on and start flowing in. And it's insane to me. It's insane to me what happens once you're able to be that abundant, okay? So it's just really listen to me when I say this, right? Really listen to me when I say this. Brandon Thompson. Trading is a skill set within entrepreneurship, right? Trading is a skill set within entrepreneurship. So I want you guys to think about that as well. You are an entrepreneur, okay? You are an entrepreneur and trading is a skill set. You are not, you do not want to just be a trader. I do not just want to be a network marketer. I do not just want to be a trader. I do not want to just be a builder. I am an entrepreneur. I can't stop saying that enough. And trading is just a skill set within entrepreneurship. If you become an entrepreneur, you're saying, I'm opening myself up to abundance. I'm opening myself up to other skill sets, etc. Now, I want to be clear on this one thing while I'm talking about this. I want to be clear that multiple streams of income What it does not mean is it does not mean you make $1,000 and then all of a sudden you're up to the next, you go up to the next stream of income. That is not a disposable income. You want to make it to where it's this fat, large income coming in, and then you diversify it. Stop listening to what you want to hear and start taking it the way you need to hear it, okay? Because I'm not telling you, oh yeah, you know what? When you're at P600, blah, 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 go ahead and now you go get another stream of income. No, all right? That's why you need to seek mentorship. Now, it is important to note that trading is a skill set and it is not entrepreneurship, okay? Boom. Now, same with network marketing. I feel exactly the same. Let's talk about why network marketing. It's a low startup cost, low overhead. Network marketing creates you a disposable income. It creates a passive income. It isn't perfect, it's just better. And that's a saying in network marketing, right? It's not perfect, it's just better. It's a better way for you to make yourself a residual. It's a better way for you to make yourself a passive. It's a better way for you to make yourself a disposable income. You guys, I want you guys to understand this. When I came into this company, right? A lot of people don't know my story, but I was a trader coming into this company. I only knew how to trade. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I wanted myself, in fact, there's an article online when me in a forum, back before I even started, I read this sometimes, and in the forum, I literally was saying, before I was in IM, I'm trading right now, but I want to make some type of residual income because I knew that if I could create a residual income, I'd be able to put it into my trading account. I literally was saying this all the way back before IM was even around. And then guess what? I found network marketing. I joined another network marketing company while I was a trader. This was before IM still. I joined another network marketing company while I was a trader. Why did I do that? I did that for the sole purpose of being able to take that residual from that other company and put it into my trading account. And then guess what happened? Somebody introduced me to IM Mastery Academy. And it was like, no way, because I understood the power of this. See, a lot of us, we're limiting ourselves. And you've got to understand that this is the best way. If you're not making a lot of income, if you're not making a lot of money, if you don't know what you want to do for a living, if you want to truly make life-changing money at some point, network marketing, it isn't perfect. It's just better. It's just better than a lot of the other things inside the world for you to make money. And you couple that with trading, oh my gosh, you guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just call this what it is. I don't know a trader. I don't know a chairman that doesn't trade. I like that stigma is a terrible stigma, by the way. I don't know a network marketer in our company, or a true net. When I say network, I don't know somebody that's at chairman that's not also trading. I don't know someone that's at chairman that's not putting their money inside an account. And if they're not, I agree with you. That's stupid. That's dumb. I'll be the first one to tell you, okay? Cons of MLM. It could take you time to get your business up and running. It can be difficult to get around its reputation. The startup cost is so low that people do not take it serious, right? That's the cons of network marketing. That's the cons of network marketing. So my thing is, and there's tons of other cons when it comes to network marketing. There's tons of other cons. And I'm going to get through to the next part of this, okay? And I'm going to run it back full circle again. Let's talk about getting results trading, right? Getting results trading. Here's my thing. I'm not saying this as you should get results trading like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this should be a question mark. Should you get results trading? Question mark, right? And my thing is that you can't show your profits. See, a lot of people say, I want to get results trading first before I do blah, 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 blah. I'm saying that is not the correct way of thinking. Because here's my thing. Why would people want to join your team if you get results trading? Why would people? They don't know how much money you're making because you can't show them your profits. Or at least you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be showing them your profits. So there's that. My next thing is money is not a result. Money is not a result, okay? Education is the result. Growth is the result. So we've got to stop talking to people as if money is the result. Money is not the result. The question is did you grow? The question is did you, when you came in, did you know what a PIP was? If the answer is no, and now you know what a PIP is, then obviously you started growing. See, here's my thing. The other day, me and Drake, a couple of other people now, we were looking into another thing, okay? We're looking into another stream of income, all this other stuff that I learned from the company, still learning from the company. And so as we're looking into this, there's this YouTube channel, right? And it's crazy because I was learning from YouTube on this guy, and I sent the YouTube channel over to Drake, and I sent it also to Jordan Morgan. And now what's crazy to me about this is I wasn't making any money when I referred this guy's YouTube. I was learning from the guy, but I wasn't making any money from what he did, what he was teaching me. I didn't make a dime. I didn't know if it was going to work. I was 100% sure. I mean, I knew that there was other results, and I was pretty sure. I did my due diligence already, blah, 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 blah. People are already making money just like I am and blah, 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 but that's not the point. The point is I didn't make any money. I didn't know what I was doing, but I still referred the YouTube. Now, the reason why I did it is because money wasn't the result. Education was the result. I knew that this guy is providing massive value right now. He's providing massive value. I knew that, you know what? I know massive value when I see it. So I referred it without me making money. And you want to know what's crazy? Is once I referred it to Jordan Morgan, who was already making money doing this, and when I referred it to Don Master Sinkway, when I referred it to Luke Longmire, when I referred it to Drake Dennison, when I referred it to Nick, Dom, etc., when I referred to these people, you guys want to know what's crazy is I wasn't making any money at the time. And I just started this like 7 days ago, this other thing. And my thing is at the time, this is NFTs, by the way, okay? I'm just saying, at the time, I was not making any money, but I still referred. And you want to know what's crazy is they never asked me, Cash, are you making any money doing this yet? Cash, are you making any money doing this yet? Yeah, Cash, how do we know? Well, maybe you should have referred that to me, Cash, if I wasn't making money. None of them said that. And you want to know what's crazy is all of them are already 6- and 7-figure earners that I sent that to. So you would think, right, people that are making money would only be about money. You would think that if people are making that much money, why did they not ask me? Why did they not say to me then, yo, Cash, have you made any money yet? Because that's a question that only low-income people ask themselves. The question is did you get, are you growing, and is education the result? I knew I was growing. I knew it had value. Now the thing is well, Cash, YouTube is free. I mean, yeah, you're right, YouTube is free, but time is not. And my thing is if I'm going to send a YouTube channel to someone, especially to a 6- and 7-figure earner, what they know is time is the most valuable commodity on earth. So when I'm sending them something, I have to be aware that I'm not wasting a 6- and 7-figure earner's time once I send them something that you think is free. Because what they're thinking is, Cash, I hope you're not wasting my time with the free video that you're sending me, because the video might be free, but there's a time limit on the video, and I'll never be able to get those hours back that you just sent me. And so what I'm saying to you is that that's how you should be thinking. And so this company that we're in right now, education is the result. Growth is the result. And this is my last example on this, right? When we look at, if you were to be in another network marketing company and you were to be selling lotions or potions, let's talk about protein. Let's say you were selling the protein, and this guy weighs 400 pounds. And let's just say your account, by the way, let's just say, I mean, a lot of us are coming in here not in a not so good financial situation already, correct? And so we can call that is not being financial healthy when you're coming in. Just like if somebody was coming into a health network marketing company and they were not healthy, we would call them unhealthy. So my thing is if somebody comes into a network marketing company that's for health and they're in the company for a month and they don't have a 6-pack, are they going to go tell everyone, yo, man, this isn't working because I haven't got a 6-pack? And are they going to tell everyone, yo, you know what, I can't refer this because I don't have a 6-pack yet? They're not going to do that. What they're going to say is that the 6-pack, that's a great goal. Making money is a great goal, but what the real question is they're gonna be saying is, did I lose a pound? Or maybe, do I feel better? Is my skin changing? Do I feel more healthy? Do I feel more confident? Do I feel more health? Do I feel as if I have more energy? These are the things that they're going to be out. And if the answer is yes, they refer it. But they don't wait for the end result. And when it comes to this, you're telling people, right, yo, you're going to come in, you're going to make money right away, and you're going to blah, 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 blah. That's a lie. And I see why people are getting upset with us, just so we're all on the same page. That is a lie. You're lying to people talking about money in minutes. Who's made money in minutes? Not me. Who's made in 72 hours get paid? Who's made money in 72 hours? Not me. You don't sit there and try to come into this industry. And I'm talking to people like Mike, who's been doing it, a trader who's been doing this for a very long time. You're telling people that you're going to come in here and make money in minutes when people like me, Mike, etc. came in here, all right, and put years into this for us to get money. And you're telling people that they're going to make money in the first 72 hours, get paid? You're telling people that they're going to that it's money in minutes? You're lying to them. And guess what? They're going to leave in minutes too. They're going to leave right away too. If you start focusing on education, which you guys want to know what's crazy is this education, because of the network that I've created inside this company, because of the education that was given to me in this company, and because of the passive income that was given to me in this company. You guys want to know what's crazy is already within 7 days of me using the network, using the company and the education, my friends and the passive income, I've already just put up again, in 7 days, I have another stream of income coming in, making another 6 figures already. Because of the educators in this company, because of the passive income and the networks from this company. And it's because I use the education that was given to me. But see, a lot of you are so focused on this BS money thing. Like stop talking about money so much. You will get money when you're educated enough to do so. Done with my point on there, right? Cool. Let's talk about jobs. You should not quit your job. Wow. Who says that? Me. Okay. I'm sick of this, let's quit our jobs and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to bring all this back full circle later on. Let's talk about jobs. You should not quit your job. Jobs are powerful. If you have a job, congratulations. Seriously. I'm so sick of this BS where you guys are going around telling people that they should quit their jobs, or you're bashing jobs. My thing is you're an entrepreneur, right? Okay. Well, isn't an entrepreneur's job to provide other people with jobs? Yes. So why are you? That doesn't even make any sense. That's like having a kid and saying, I don't like my kid. That just I hate kids. That's stupid. And you're wishing death upon your kid. It makes no sense. Like when you open up, when you're an entrepreneur, you are saying, I am the parent of a company of employees. That's what an entrepreneur is. So who are you to go around and sit there and bash these jobs? And guess what ends up happening is people start quitting their jobs. And I'm skipping here, but it says it is not embarrassing to have a job. And again, it says keep your job. Because my thing is the reason why people are leaving and they're leaving and they're upset and blah, blah, blah is for one reason. It's because they came in. They have this bad stigma on jobs, and they're too embarrassed to go get a job and they quit their job because there's a bad stigma on jobs, and it looks cool to have one. To not have a job. They think it looks cool to not have one, so they quit. And then they put themselves in a bad situation. They're hearing, oh yeah, trade to make money. And now they don't have an income to put inside their trading account. And now they're taking demo trades and $2 trades, going around telling everyone how I'm financially free and I'm time freedom and travel the world and blah, 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 lying to the world, but they're broke because they quit their job and they're scared to go back to another one because everybody put it inside their head that jobs are terrible and now they're too embarrassed to go get one. And so then what happens is they literally wait until they bleed all their energy and passion and love for this company away, and they eat all of it, and it sucks them dry because they don't get a job, and they're literally starving for money. And then what happens is they leave, they go back to job, and they blame it on the company. That's what happens. And I'll be the first one to tell you it's exactly what happens. And I'm gonna be honest, I understand because it's my job as a mentor to understand those things. So jobs are powerful. What you need to do is get a flexible job. So I'm not saying that if you work a job that you're working 60 hours a week, if you're having to work in the fields, if you're having to work construction, if you're having to work car sales, if you're having to work whatever it is, and they're working you nonstop, then I'm saying maybe you should go get a flexible job, okay? Now, I want to put this part in here. Get a job that is flexible around your dreams, not a job that your dreams need to be flexible around your job, okay? I don't want you to go get a job where you have to sit there and say, let me be able to work on my dreams whenever I can. I want you to get a job that says, let me go work my job and focus on my dreams. You should be able to focus on your dreams. You shouldn't have to be getting off work and be drained. Go get yourself a flexible job. It's not embarrassing for you to have a job. You should have a job. And now guess what? Let me bring this back to where I said I was going to bring it full circle. This is what, if you listen to the training that I'm giving you right now, the training not everybody wants to hear, but the training that everybody needs to hear. If you listen to this, right, if you go back up to the top, you want to have your job, because what's going to happen is that you can learn how to trade with your job money. And then guess what? You start also having a passive income coming in. You hit P600, you hit P1000, and guess what? That little job that you had where you were maybe only making $1,500 a month, now you're making $2,500 a month. Now you're making $3,500 a month, etc. Because what happens is the passive income from network marketing, right? The supplemental income. That's why we say you want to make supplemental income, because once you come in and you keep the job or you get a flexible one, it now combines with the job money. And now you're balling out of control. And now what you can do is you can now say, hey, you know what? I was only working 30 hours a week, but I'm making half of that or double that from my passive income from I Am Mastery Academy on the network marketing side. Let me go back and cut down to part-time. Let me go down and cut back to part-time. And now you can work even harder. And now you can grow your business even more. And then you go hit P5K. And then you get to a strong P5K to where you're almost at chairman, plus you're saving up money, plus you're trading, and you've got all this other stuff. And now you go and say, let me go quit my job. So when should you quit your job? My answer is you should quit your job once you genuinely have money to do so. Because just because you're trading full-time doesn't mean you're a full-time trader. Just because you're building full-time doesn't mean you're a full-time builder. I'm going to say that again. Just because you're trading full-time doesn't mean you're a full-time trader. And just because you're building full-time does not mean you're a full-time builder. And what's that mean? That means that just because you're saying I'm doing this 40 hours a day, that doesn't mean you're getting paid like that. And so you guys have got to stop putting yourself in bad situations and stop duplicating and teaching people these bad things. This is not financial literacy. This is not correct. There's so many people that are hurting so bad because of the way that is being taught to do these things. And I understand why some people are saying, you know what, F them, F that. I actually understand that. We've got to step it up. We've got to, as a whole company. Next thing I want to talk about, this is switching gears here. I want to talk about your mentor, right? Your mentor is, first of all, is there to help you. It's not a blame thing with your mentor. You guys want to know what's crazy? Is I have not been the best mentor to anyone. I don't even know if there is such thing as a best mentor. And here's my thing. You might even think that, well, my mentor is the best. I'm saying, cool, think that. But at some point, you might go back and be like, man, my mentor really steered me wrong there. At blah, blah, blah. And that's what's going to happen. But here's my point. My point is your mentor is not there for you to sit there and blame. Your mentor, there's tons of things I could blame my old mentors on and all this other stuff. I've been screwed over, blah, 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 all these other things. And I don't talk about it. Why? Because it has nothing to do with me. Here's my thing. Either way, I was going to become successful. No matter what, I was going to become successful. So stop saying these, I've never had a mentor. Stop saying these things with, my mentor's never around. My mentor doesn't this, right? Does your mentor check up on you, right? That's a dumb question. Do you check up on your mentor? Right? Because just because they're your mentor, that doesn't mean that they're your parents. This is a full-time thing. And the higher you get at higher levels, your mentor probably actually needs you. See, I'm reliant on my leaders. My leaders aren't really reliant on me. See, I'm dealing with things right now, like situations right now that we all know I'm going through. I'm dealing with court. I'm dealing with like health issues. I'm dealing with deaths. I'm dealing with other things, right? And I rely on my team that I mentor. Anybody that I genuinely mentor will tell you I'm actually one of the most needy mentors there probably is. I need my team. And I hate saying the word my team, but I want you guys to really get this, because my thing is a lot of you are going around trying to suck your mentor dry. And that's some BS. If it wasn't for Mike, if it wasn't for Tim, if it wasn't for Drake, if it wasn't for Nick, if it wasn't for Dom, if it wasn't for Sam, if it wasn't for all these individuals, I would not be here. If it wasn't for Luke, I don't want to get into these names. If it wasn't for Layla, if it wasn't for Prime, if it wasn't for Puerto Rico, if it wasn't for all of these people in my life, I would not be here. If it wasn't for Dallas, if it wasn't for Indy, if it wasn't for Miami, Cali, oh God, we could go on. If it wasn't for the team, I would not be here. If it wasn't for them to be able to pick up the times that I'm weak, which is a lot. So how dare you sit there and blame your mentor for not checking up on you? What's your mentor going through? What's your mentor going through? Do you even know? Like, it's easy for people to forget what I'm going through. I've been dealing with the situation for 4 years. And when I'm going to court, is anyone asking me? And I'm not saying that they should. That's not what I'm saying. But what my thing is people want me to go check up on them, not realizing the seriousness of the things I got to deal with. And it's like, on top of that, if you look at people like Mike and Tim, for example, that have organizations into the 3,000s, do you think that they're going to be able to check up on every single person? How fair is that to ask, are you checking up on me? Or why aren't you calling me? Or blah, 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 blah. Like, do you understand the level of stuff that they got to deal with at that level? So stop asking that question. You never blame your mentor. There's a different, people love differently. I want you to write that down as well. People love differently. And there's going to be some mentors that love you from afar. There's going to be some mentors that are better at loving broadly and from afar, and they do better at organizing groups of people, and that's how they do it. Then there's some mentors that are better at one-on-one. And the love is the same. It's not different. They show it differently. And you might prefer one over the other, right? You might prefer one over the other. But at the same time, you've got to understand that not everyone's going to love the way you want them to love. I've got mentors that never check. And dude, you guys know what's crazy is my mentors almost never check up on me. Literally ever. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I don't expect them to. My mentors don't ask me how I'm doing. They don't call me. I call them. They don't pick up my calls all the time. They don't text me back. Oh my gosh, I'm an adult. And I know that they're busy. Do you guys get what I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm also not saying mentors. I'm not saying, yo, let that be your excuse and now you can back off and you don't have to. I'm saying be the best that you could be. But at the same time, team, you've got to be the best you could be. And make sure you're not just blaming your mentor and trying to blame them for why it is that you're not happy. and for why it is that you're not where you're at in life, or for why it is that you're not successful. You're not successful because that's exactly why you're not successful, because you're blaming your mentor, because you're not taking accountability for yourself. So you can go on that team and you can go on this team and you can jump to that team and you can blame the company and you can blame your job, but you never blame yourself. It's always, my mentor doesn't trade, my mentor doesn't build, my mentor doesn't call me, my mentor didn't tell me that, I don't have a mentor, I don't this. All that's bullshit. All of that's BS. The problem is you. That's it. That's it. You don't grind, right? You don't grind. And now guess what? I purposely did it like that. Grinding isn't important. Grinding efficiently is what is important. And I know in Dallas, they probably just said, what, right? I bet you Dallas just fucking tripped out, right? Excuse my language. You don't grind. Grinding isn't important. Grinding efficiently is important. See, we've got to get away from the culture of where there's guilt, right? This is guilt and shame. We've got to get rid of the culture of where there's guilt and shame. I know Miami just went out the other day for Nick's birthday, right? Had fun, blah, 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 right? Guess what? Some people are going to be like, why are they doing that? Here's my thing. Do you think I'm going to go sit there and call the people that be grinding their faces off? They're like, oh, yo, bro, why aren't you grinding? Yo, they grind efficiently. Now, my thing is if you are not grinding efficiently and you're always finding a reason to go out, that's when there's a problem. And that's where it's not shame. It's just called mentorship, right? Or it's just called being held accountable. It goes both ways. But we've got to get rid of the thing where we make it to where it's not fun to do this business as well. And guys, guess what? I am guilty of this. This is why I'm training this. Okay, I am guilty of creating a culture of guilt behind not grinding. I, Cartier, am guilty behind creating a culture of guilt behind not grinding. I should have been better at saying grind efficiently. I should have been better at adding in more fun. I should have been better at those things. So I'm here to tell you publicly, I apologize. But we've got to get rid of that. Now, again, on the flip side, you've got to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable and that you're allowing your mentor to hold you accountable, that you're allowing your team to hold you accountable, that you're making sure that you're being efficient, that you're making sure you're getting plugged in. You've got to make sure you're doing that as well, right? Remember to have fun, especially if you're doing this for a long time. And what I mean by that, if you've been doing this for a long time, what I mean by that is some of you are tired. I'm tired. We're tired. If you're new, welcome. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of us are tired. Some of you you've been at P1. You've been at P2. You might be at P150 and you can't get to that next level. It might have been years and you just can't figure out what's going wrong. And you've made the sacrifices. You've lost friends. You've outwaited people. You've waited longer than everyone else. You've been here longer. You're the last one standing in the group. You sit there and you've made the sacrifices. You've maybe went into debt. You've moved around the United States. You've moved around Europe. You've done these things. You've been on these trainings. You've listened to me. You've listened to your mentors. You've listened to Matt Rose. You listen to Jason Brown. You listen to Drake. You listen to all these people, and yet you're still at where you're at, right? And it's eating you alive and blah, blah, blah. And I want to remind you to just go back to where you go back to where you didn't forget to have fun, because you've been doing this for a long time. And sometimes you just need someone to tell you, right, to just let that go for a minute. And remember why it is that you're starting. I know when you're sitting there and it's like, but I'm in debt, but I'm in this, but I'm in that. I know. And I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, me too, I was in debt. I'm not saying it like that. I'm telling you, I feel for you. I'm sorry that it's like that. I'm sorry that you're hurting. I'm sorry that you're going to continue to hurt until you figure out whatever you need to figure out. But what I am going to tell you is it will hurt less if you have fun now. It will hurt less if you have fun now. Go back to the basics. when it comes to your energy. Go back to the basics when it comes to the business. Go back to the business when it comes to all of those other things, right? Go back to the basics on what it was like when you joined. And just go back to the basics on how it is that you got the momentum that one time. Go back to the basics, all right? And I'm going to tell you the truth behind MLM. The truth is this is difficult. Not everyone's going to make it. Right? And this is like my last slide pretty much. And then I'm going to be my last half and then we're done here. But the truth is this is difficult. Not everyone's going to make it. This business, and I don't mean this company, I mean this industry, entrepreneurship, this can and it will take everything from you. But it will give you so much back if you see it through. And I'll be the first one to tell you, some of you are just going to quit before you make it. And there's going to be these people that are going to sit there and say how Cash and all of us are these master manipulators. And we're just trying to get you to do this and blah, 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 blah. And the government will maybe even say that, you know what, like, this is what they say to people and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, this is what I can tell you. Is I genuinely believe in my heart that if you see it through, that one day it will work out for you like it did for me. And I cannot tell you when, but I can tell you that it can and will take everything from you. But if you genuinely in your heart of heart grind, you will one day make it through. And I want to make sure I say this as well. Just because you're in this business, that does not mean, all right? Just because you're in this business, that does not mean, and you've been here a long time, that does not mean that you deserve to be at the next level. I'm going to say it again. Just because you've been in this business for a while, that does not mean you deserve to be at the next level. And I'm going to say this as well. If you're stuck, there's probably a reason. All right? If you're stuck, there's probably a reason. And so I know you might have been, just because you've been here a long time, that doesn't mean that you deserve to be a higher rank. And the thing is there's at some point, something's going on where you're not grinding as hard as you should be. You're not grinding as efficiently maybe as you should be. Maybe you're not believing in yourself as much as you should be. There's something missing. I can't tell you what, but just because you're in here, that you're not sitting inside Bitcoin. You've got to move to get this up off the ground. And it's got to be consistent movement. And I know in the beginning I was just talking about the grinding thing, but don't get it twisted. The grind is needed. It is needed. And you've got to make sure you're being efficient. And you've got to make sure you're not just showing up. It takes more than just showing up. You've got to make sure that you're showing up and having fun and blah, 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 blah. And those times that you take off that you're having fun and you're remembering why it is that you're doing this. But at the same time, if you're stuck, it's probably for a reason. Make sure that you're thinking correctly and you're not just going off what you think you hear your leaders say. And what do I mean by that? Right? Make sure you're thinking correctly and not just going off of what you think you hear your leaders say. And what do I mean by that? I mean this specifically. I mean that when it comes to this business, you might think someone says, I might say, yo, have fun. That means Cash says grind. Cash says go out 24/7. Or, you know what? Like, let me go out 90% of my week because we should be having fun, right? That's not what I'm saying. That when I say build the trade, it doesn't mean I'm being malicious towards trading. That's such an egotistical thing. So make sure that you're thinking correctly. I'm here to help everyone get to the top. It might not be something that you agree with. I might not be saying what you want me to say. You might not agree with it, but what I can tell you is I listen to the top all the way to Chairman 750 and above with all the way to Chris Terry, etc. that we're in a group chat with, and I listen all the way from people that do better in trading than me. I listen to all these people. What I will tell you is that when you take our mindset, all of us are thinking correctly. And we're all thinking, this is how it is that you make money. You've got to stop putting that negative stigma towards things, towards building, towards trading, and blah, blah, blah. And stop being so fearful to say, I'm a network marketer as well. I'm in here to build this as well. Stop being so scared to say, yeah, you know what? I am here to hit chairman. I want to trade, but I do want to get to chairman as well. And do you want to know what? Maybe we aren't building enough. Maybe we don't have enough culture of building. And then flip side, maybe it's on the trading thing as well. Maybe you're only building and your team wants to start getting the culture of trading. You don't have one. But at the end of the day, here's my thing. If I'm you, what I would do is no matter what, I would follow my leader, even if the culture is not the culture that I like. Because at the end of the day, they can see things that I cannot see. They've been there before. They've been there already. They've been there before I've been there. And my thing is at the end of the day, I might not agree with them, but they're going to get me there a lot faster than if I were to restart and try to go do things in my own way. And so this is not for you to sit here and say, right, oh, let me just go. Cash said that, you know what, we do got to start focus on trading more. We do got to start focusing on building more. I think you should trust your leaders. But what I am telling you is this, right? We've got to get rid of our ego and just do both at the same time. When I look at Prime, when I look at Layla, when I look at them, you guys want to know what's crazy? Is the fastest growing team in the company. And they do both. That's a fact. They do both. And my other question is, for all of you guys, this is going to be pretty much like the last thing on this topic here, and then I'm just literally done with the slideshow, turning the camera off. In fact, or not the camera, the whatchamacallit. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I want to just think really quick. For all of you people that want to keep blaming your team and blaming your mentors and blaming all these other things. My question is this on trading. Have you got on Go Live? Have you been getting on Go Live? Like what my thing is that when you sign up, like you sign up with one account and it has your name on it for you to log in to Go Live. And you go watch that Go Live. What's your upline, downline, sideline got to do with any of that in the first place? So all at the same time, because you have one login. There's one login for a reason. There's not a group login. There's no group. There's not a team login. Because it's made for you to plug your ass in by yourself. That's what it's made for. If you don't like to hear this, that's fine. But I'm going to let you know right now. If you are the individual that's blaming anyone about my team doesn't trade, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because I didn't even know Mike was on the call because I couldn't even see anything, right? Shout out to Mike. That's crazy. So here's my thing. You guys, guess what? I wasn't trading at all when Mike came in, and Mike is on Go Live. What? Oh, so why didn't, Mike could have said, yo, guess what? Cash isn't trading. Cash isn't doing this. Now, guess what, you guys? Mike's the one that plugs me into stuff. But Mike helps me. Mike helps me get plugged into these other things. Tim helps me get, my team that plugs in to Go Live helps me. So you want to know what's crazy is I wasn't getting plugged in, and now my quote-unquote organization helps their quote-unquote mentor plug in. I make a lot of money because my team, but Nick and Dom, they tell me where to go buy all the time. Me and Dom are getting on a call right after this to go talk about things that we're going to go buy. So at the end of the day, you guys, I'm just saying that just because your upline doesn't trade, here's my thing. Why don't you go ahead, plug your ass in to Go Live, and go tell your upline, yo, this is what I just learned. Let me help you out a little bit. Let me tell. But this is what I'm buying right now. Who are you to go sit there and blame someone else? You are a grown man or woman. You either put your EIN or your social security number to get up in this. So what are you? You're an IBO, an independent business owner. Who are you to be saying my upline don't trade? My team doesn't trade. Blah blah blah. That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Even same with the building thing. My upline's not taking my calls. Right? Let's talk about Bill. My upline's not taking my calls. Blah, 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 blah. They don't speak right. Blah, blah. Then do it. Then you go do it. But I'm so sick of that. I'm going to switch teams because I'm not successful here. And I'm going to do this and because I'm blah, 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 blah. Like, you guys want to know what? I got the same IBO number I came in with all the way back when the company first started. I don't see these people be switching teams and blowing it up. If you got cross recruited, here's my thing. You're not at chairman. If you got cross recruited and you're chairman on this call, let me know. Who? Drop a 1 if you got cross recruited and you're chairman. Said no one ever. Said no one ever. Said no one ever. Just because it's the mentality. So I'm just going to be, you might not like this, and I'm just going to be honest, boy, do I hope it burns. I hope it stings very bad. You can log off if you don't like it. That's fine. But I'm going to be honest with you. That's exactly why you're going nowhere fast, because you keep trying to blame everyone. And if you got cross-recruited, you're just going to go blame your other upline and then quit. Everyone that gets cross-recruited, why do they all quit? Why do all the cross-recruiters quit after they join the third team in the first place? You know what? First, they blame the first upline, then they might switch teams again. And then what happens is they just sneak out the back because no one knows them anyways, right? They just sneak out the back and they quit because no one knows them anyways. I ain't never heard of no one getting cross-recruited and making it to the top. Just ridiculous. Grow up. Just grow up. So without that being said, you guys, this is the call, and I want to go over the science of money. This is the thinking correctly when it comes to network marketing and building. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be here. If it wasn't for each other, you would not be here. Someone out in this world needs to hear this right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. We've got a lot of work to do. We got lives to change. We're in the trenches on lots of things, making sure we're giving as much value as possible. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I know a lot of you, I see your faces, I'm looking at you. I've seen a lot of you for a very long time, and I'm gonna be honest, you've got to come up here with me. I want you to get up to this top very badly. I know you can do it because I used to be one of you. I love all of you. I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's go.